guys, if you'll check event text, there's a new flight plan, a slight detour around a certain section of the trip. Offers a little bit better vista, so we'll go with that, and that's in events text chat.
Okay, I'll get that one.
That's a hell of a zip file for that livery.
100 megabytes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's average.
I guess I've not noticed it. I thought the 208 was like 50.
Yeah,
the resolution, I think.
I think it's 20 megabytes for every 4K texture, something like that. 22.
Good evening. Or afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, I hear you.
Hello.
I certainly hope there's enough room at the airfield for everybody.
It's just grass everywhere, so it should be okay.
Ah, you're a little new flight plan. My sim crashed.
Oh, we got some time.
Yeah, but I'm not on an SSD, so it's going to take me 10 minutes to reload.
Ooh.
Can I get a radio check?
I've got you.
Okay, what server are we on?
US East.
Ah, crap. I knew what I forgot to do.
That's a radar
I'm on
pause.
the wrong server.
That thing?
Typical.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're taking that. That's cool. Yeah. Well, weather radar. Does that give me weather radar in there? You know, we'll take the external things.
To change server, do you have to go back into the main menus? No, you can do it from the pause menu. It'll take a second for the aircraft to start showing up, but if you just click on your gamer tag in the pause menu, there's an option to change service.
Is this door open?
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's door opens. I just don't know how to open it. I don't know how to open it. Thought I would click on something back here, but
I'll say this much: the default scenery for Ecuador in Microsoft Flight Simulator is rough,
I think that's the only
but
one.
the little moments where it shines through and you can actually see a really good vista, it more than makes up for the little issues. Most of the issues actually are on the east side of the mountain range, where they have some cloud cover in the satellite photography, so you get a bunch of kind of washed out looking tiles of scenery, but for the most part it looks pretty good.
Wow, doesn't click. External fuel cost.
Ecuador might be the next place
Fuel.
Bush Divers needs to provide some TLC for.
Fuel system valve. Open.
Anyone else on live weather?
Whatever said.
I am. It's really crappy.
Yeah, it's a good rating.
It's not that bad. Live weather ain't that bad.
Do you know what the ceiling is?
Well, it's here we at now. That's the limit. I'm gonna set this to a shit height of 11,000.
Scattered clouds is a good go-to. If you it's too rough.
Let's see what scattered clouds look like. I really don't think this is that bad, but live's cool anyways. All this said. Zero, that. So.
I'm gonna have to load back in. I was gonna take the Piper Arrow, but turbo version, but my throttles won't map to it. It's weird. So I'll quickly load back in with something else.
How do I select? Is it just going to pull from those fuel tanks? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Oh, external fuel.
What are other
control.
people flying?
There we go.
Looks like a lot of 208s and some of the new PC6s. 1 or 2 TBMs and the inevitable Vertigo.
There we go.
I'll go safe with the 2A.
I was tempted to fly the Junkers, but I couldn't keep up with you guys.
Yeah, I was tempted to bring my new P38, but it's just funny on short runways.
I can't imagine that thing has very good landing distance.
Where's my? Do I have anything that displays my trim? Rudder trim. I don't need that. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Earlier I tried some short runways in PNG with the Junkers.
Why is
Actually, when it's empty, it's quite possible.
fuel up?
Yeah, I heard that Junkers is not bad for a little bit of short runway work.
That's not. That's weird.
A good modern stall plane.
See, that
The only
doesn't.
downside really is the old drum brakes. It doesn't slow down very quickly.
Which is weird, but it doesn't work. So. I don't
Yeah,
know
but you don't
if,
have to fly it very quickly either, so it kind of cancels out.
That's
I
true.
don't,
That's
I don't have the NXI or anything installed, so I'm not sure why that's. A six pack. The what's it called? The autopilot in the PC6. Does yours always show 99,000 feet?
That autopilot is bugged. I've
seen
having
it, yeah.
issues with it.
That's a known bug. I don't have the airplane. From what I've seen, it may or may not be related to the NXI.
I don't have the NXI.
Then it isn't related. Okay.
Yeah, for me the AP, for some reason, what bugs me about it is every time that I engage the autopilot, it automatically reverts to heading mode. It doesn't matter if I've selected nav mode prior to starting the AP. It goes right back to heading mode. And if I don't have my heading mode bug set to the exact, heading that my flight plan's on, it's gonna like yank me to the left or the right.
So it's working as intended.
Yeah, yeah. Basically.
Are we on SE09?
Yep.
Oh, I cannot see anyone. So.
Look at all these people.
And I'm definitely on the right side.
Everyone's showing up in.
I'm just giving it a minute.
Yeah, I've now crashed twice, which is weird because it was working fine a minute ago.
Why is everyone showing up in generic aircraft? Traffic. Generic, no traffic variety.
If it's the flight plan that's giving you issue, I mean, there should be enough of us to follow along. You can just kind of hang with the pack. You don't have to load the flight plan in.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it without
Why is
that.
everybody
That's
in
the
the-
only thing that's changed.
It's got to be something to do with these.
I downloaded the flight plan from the forums yesterday. Is that still the correct one?
We got a new one.
It's a slight modification. You can hold on to that route because we're going to meet back up with the original route at SCPR. But the only thing that's changing is our route between SCRB and SCPR has shifted to the north. We're going to fly north towards a little bit more high quality looking volcano. They've done a lot better texture work, and the satellite imagery in that area looks better. The south route that we had planned, that's got some funky textures, so just kind of avoiding the eye bleed.
Alright, sounds good. Just follow you guys.
And the weather's getting bad. It's low visibility.
Radio check on everybody. We ready to roll?
Ready?
I'll start. Still can't see anyone, but I'll see if something happens as I go.
Roger that.
And he's gone. Whee!
When are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, toss system check. Okay.
Well, you disappeared for me, so I don't know how well your TOS is going to work today.
Oh no.
I'm just going to throw
Yeah,
you
this-
preemptive terrain. Wow, look at everybody go! No, I'm way off course.
So how was everybody's week?
Pretty good.
long.
Seemed pretty slow for me too.
Damn, is there a aileron trim in this thing? It's rolling. Look at everyone down there. I don't know what happened to Bingham. Where'd he go? Am I above him? Nope. Nope. Trying to fly one-handed and pan the mouse around. See, it says set trim before takeoff. Now, if only I could know where my trim indication was at, because I got that.
Below us is a city with roads, but no actual buildings.
Not even a
They're running
bar
out
or
of
a
money.
church.
Nope, not even a bar or a church. We've got they have the grid laid out, everything looks like it's ready to go, but there's not a single building down there.
Doesn't that just make it a big intersection?
Yeah, just a very convoluted big intersection.
Turn right. Come back on this throttle a little bit. Such a nice plane to fly.
I remarked while looking at some of these sites yesterday that the Ecuadorians must be great at planning, but very poor at execution, based off of how many towns have all the roads laid out but no buildings.
There we go. It was the flight plan causing me to crash.
And that sounds like Microsoft, great at planning and poor at execution.
Yeah, there we go.
Got him. Oh God, I'm trying to do 3 things at once. Window? No. It's this thing. And then map. Satellite? Hey, there it is.
So did anybody check out those videos from Patty Pilot?
Yeah, I had a look at it.
Oh shit.
It's even more interesting now that we have a PC-6.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see how he is flying it, all the techniques he's using.
Bingham, are you in a 208?
Yeah, I decided to swap out for it.
Shame. Shame. Shame, shame.
Well, I loaded into the sim with it originally today, and for some reason my mix was already down, so as soon as I loaded in with it thinking the plane was started, it acted like it had no fuel, and then I quickly tried to reverse the error by introducing fuel, to which I was met by the sound of an engine catching on fire.
Oh yeah, that's. I know that sound.
So I just swapped back into the 208,
Yeah.
where I know I won't set the engine on fire.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes I've been reading the PDF that goes with the plane to see how to start it, because it's still can be troublesome if you're not doing it the right way.
Which plane is this?
The porter.
Yeah, you can't just press Control E quick start. You have to do it by the book, or it will catch on fire, or it just won't start.
I have been practicing my my aerial drops though. I've been dropping crates on airfields and in people's backyards.
Oh, I haven't tried that. Oh. Yeah, you have been using the hatch in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an animation or that you could really drop stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a little.
Oh, there,
looks
there
like
goes
a,
the Virgo.
like a green ammo box.
Or Virgo,
like a military
whatever it
ammo
is.
box.
This is on the
Yeah,
on
if
the
you go
tablet?
you go to the tablet and you have to load within that green section.
Oh, there, the trapdoor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a side job with Amazon, right?
There we go.
This might be a dumb question, but can you actually drop the cargo out of the plane?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
Now
see-
whether or not anybody else can see it, I don't know, or how
But you
long
can see it.
stays.
You can see where it drops on the ground, or no.
I've dropped it out. You can see it leave the aircraft, but I've flown back over my drop zone and I couldn't find it, which
Oh,
doesn't say a whole lot. But
How do you drop it out of the plane? I got it loaded up.
there's a handle right below your throttle quadrant. It's like a little pull bar or pull handle.
Oh yeah, trapdoor release pull. It says in red or on a red background.
Isn't there somebody that flies that plane around PNG? Like in real life?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some video channels. One of them is in PNG, and two of them are on West Papua, or the Indonesian Papua. One of them is Pappy, and the other one, I've been watching ZR, I think, was it called? The guy.
I'll have to reach out to that guy as well. Do they fly for the same company?
I don't think so. It seems like a completely different plane, because the one I was, ZAR or ZR, he was flying a livery that's included
Really?
in the porter package.
Really? Okay. Winnie, TOS system enabled. I got Discord BS.
Nah, dude, you're in that 208 way in front of me. Your TOS is disabled.
I think us turbo porters will be the last ones arriving at each airfield.
That's right, we could do a flyover and dunk on them with our dropped cargo.
Yeah. They will drop it on top of their heads.
I had no idea you could do that. It makes this plane 100% worth it.
Yeah, it would be very good if you could see the result, or you could see it on the ground. Check how accurate you were.
That
We'll
would be
ask for that
interesting,
in
but
our
I don't know
phase
if the
two
sim will
implementation.
actually let you spawn another object like that.
It's more something for DCS.
Well, just a quick poll for everybody. Did anybody get, like, spammed with like audio notifications that people were tagging at everyone, or
Yes.
okay? I thought I fixed that. I don't know what the hell that was about.
I don't know. I have like all but 3 Discord channels muted for that reason.
Yeah, I recommend everybody do that. I mean, I do that even on Bush Divers Discord, just because I don't need a notification every time somebody says something. I always do like that. Suppress at everyone, suppress at roles.
I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna make it over this ridge that I didn't look at before trying to fly over it. me a notch of flaps, please.
I see what you mean. You're underneath me.
I guess that was Dinky that cleaned that up because it got cleaned up pretty quick.
Six pack, drop a tow line.
I was looking where you are, but oh, you're just behind me. Yeah, and you're a little bit lower, so you should be able to make it.
I'm riding the stall horn already.
Oh, I'm doing 87, so shoot. Nah, Stallhorn, you're doing 50 then. 55.
Yeah.
60.
I think I'm gonna be riding on this mountain a little bit. Alright, how do you slew?
At Y and pressing some.
F4 to go up is probably what you're looking
F4.
for.
Jesus. There you go.
It's got some wind in this little valley right here.
Will we be landing at Sierra Echo Romeo Bravo?
Yes.
And I guess the approach is from the east side, right?
We'll approach it from the west.
Oh, okay.
Runway 606.
Whee! Hi again.
I'm getting some icing at 13,000 feet.
Well, are you at 13,000 feet?
On live weather or?
No, I have it on scattered now.
Okay, that's probably what it is then. When you put it on like the default stuff like that, it doesn't know to calculate it based off of the geographic area. It just, I guess, gives it a default number. Yeah, because I'm at -6 right now. If I went into a cloud, I'd freeze up. But I know it's not -6 outside because I'm maybe 300 feet above the ground, and doesn't look like they have any snow here.
Well, the ice took care of it pretty quickly anyway.
Good deal.
There goes Sharon.
This traffic on this road is moving at a pretty quick pace.
The altitude of this valley is impressive.
11,000. And it's a gentle ride up, so you don't really notice that you're gaining altitude.
No, it would be fun to glide down it too.
No, I noticed I gained some altitude.
Yeah, you need about 13,000 feet to clear the ridge line where the road is. You pass out driving up here.
Right. Something that is kind of bugging me though, based off of this road, I'm relatively close down and I can see it, and it's all right-hand traffic.
Are they driving on the left side in Ecuador?
But yeah, they drive on the left side.
The correct side.
The correct.
Yeah, I try to remember when the English have been here, but it's not their fault, I think.
There's things packed way up there. So is there somewhere in the porter that shows you what your trim is set to?
Yeah, it's the little 3-pack gauge right above the PFD. Shows you angle of not angle of attack. Well, yeah, angle of attack, rudder trim, and then your pitch, left or right.
Yeah.
I'm final right now. The scenery is pretty good here.
Goddamn, son.
Yeah, welcome to Rio Bamba, one of the highest altitude cities in the world.
And we're getting real close to this mountaintop. That's all right.
That just reminded me of density altitude. Thank you.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
Look at that. It's not climbing now.
Runway elevation is 9,140 feet. We're going to be landing on runway 06. Backtrack to the start of 6 because we'll take off on 6 as well. This kind of almost like a sage grass covered terrain looks pretty nice. So I know it's not really quite fitting with the Bush Divers theme to fly into a major city, but I think high altitude stuff like this is an exception that we can easily make. When we did, was it Uganda? We flew into
Oh, yeah, they're waiting
that
there.
city that had like a dirt field that was elevated right in the middle of the city.
It's a very sparse city as well, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit aggressive with that, but alright.
Cake spam is back. There's the airport down there.
Yeah, with a nice tall building on the approach end there.
Oh, yeah. God, this plane sounds so good.
Gotta change it up, can't be trees all the time. Gotta dodge other stuff too.
Here I am, coming in last. A little bit of turbulence on the backside of that ridge.
Oh no, Jose!
It's
Felt
funny
that
how
was-
the
Go ahead.
it's funny how the autogen is putting down a bunch of palm trees. I doubt there's any palm trees at this altitude.
Yeah. No palm trees up here. I am kind of curious what kind of tree types are the most prevalent up here. I would imagine evergreens, like some type of cedar or pine, would be fairly common up here. A little bit too high for massive hardwood forests.
Yeah, pretty much only pines and cedars, I think. Yeah. Types of foliage that's good at retaining moisture.
Hey. A nice approach with that 350. So from here, we're going to take off on 06 and then hang a slight right, travel along the north side of the city, and there's a little canyon that forms on the east side of the east side of the city. We're gonna follow that one on in, or all on down. I
Big
should
bounce
say, to the Amazon, or the Amazon. I guess it's the basin, the Amazon basin.
I'm just bouncing. I have alarms going off.
What are you flying?
The porter.
Yeah, you probably that engine's probably toast.
Oh, can I really kill it?
Yeah, you could really kill that engine. If you hear like a low, grindy whine sound, and then the sound of flames, yeah.
Oh no, it says trim.
That's after you pressed autopilot, probably.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
It's out of trim.
Nose is down for some reason.
So I guess the engine on the PC6 is really easy to over torque and such.
So based off the fact that the smoke has posted about 3 times, I guess he's going to take the PC6 and do it all by himself. He even sent me a direct message letting me know that he's just gonna take a PC6 and do it by himself, so. Alright, man. I ain't gonna argue with you. Go do it by yourself. Everybody ready to take off on an 06?
Yes.
Proceed out of the mountain. Alright, whoever is lined up, ready to go, I'm right behind you. Go on ahead. And even the 208 at this altitude struggles a little bit.
Ah, somebody's rocking the Halloween livery with my backwards Happy Halloween on the right side of it.
Yep,
Nice.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I mirrored the Happy Halloween text, uploaded it, looked at it in the game afterwards. I was like, yeah, that's backwards.
Yeah, well, you just gotta look at it in the mirror then.
Well, you can't see it in the mirror because it's a vampire.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, Jesus Christ.
So it's the spooky Halloween edition.
I'll try to just fly backwards so you can read it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Much obliged. What is airspeed?
You don't have to hit directly waypoint 7. Just kind of skirt around the north side of waypoint 7. We're going to dip into this valley that's popping up right over here to our east.
Whee. Oh, there goes Jason. Let's see, we're gonna shed some weight here. So we're gonna drop that. Yeah, there we go.
So when you're going to release your bush diver's livery with bush light all over it.
Is that authorized? I'll release it today.
Just write bush divers, but spell it B-U-S-C-H.
I don't know how to do that, to be honest.
I can send you the font, and you can do it yourself, I think.
Oh, I think you did send me the... We're still talking about the hornbill, right?
Yeah, it's hornbill, just a normal.
Okay, so how do you do that? Do you just go into GIMP and then type it in? And...
Yeah, I did. Photoshop or GIMP and then type it as a as a text, and then a transparent background, save it as a PNG, and then you can stencil it on your aircraft. You can paint the image with the transparent background, and you can resize it as much as you want.
All right, bush divers, bush light theme library coming in this evening.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually what I do. I just make images or text in Photoshop, and then or GIMP, whatever you prefer, and then I put it on the plane.
Yeah, because I have to import that text into Photoshop because it's not a native font, right?
No, you just put the hornbill, the font, in your Windows font folder, in the Windows map.
That was it.
The Windows folder has a folder called fonts, and there you put it in, and then automatically it will also be included in Photoshop or GIMP.
I could. Okay, so I throw it in there, and anywhere in Windows I can choose a font that'll show up.
Yeah, it changes all fonts in every program.
Nice, thank you.
I'm probably gonna die a little bit inside about the whole bush divers with the bush beer on it.
It's all right. It'll have bush light cans and stuff on it, 6-packs. It'll be great.
Am I gonna get an email from Anheuser-Busch Legal?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Make sure that we're different enough. But then you still have to prove that.
Yeah, it'll be all right. You won't get an email. I get an email. Because bush divers will be spelled wrong, so they're going to come after B because it won't be affiliated with bush divers. Technically.
Yeah. Once for my company, we used a Formula 1 car, and it was red, and that was enough reason for Ferrari to sue us.
That sounds about right.
Because the only red Formula 1 car ever is a Ferrari, so it's like they have a trademark.
I mean, technically, the Alphas are red.
Yeah, but they were never in. They were in Formula 1, but not. So at least they tried to sue us, which
It's
was
a different
not
shade
nice.
of red.
Yeah. Well, but they say it's about the perception of the public. The first thing they think when they see a red car and it's shaped like a Formula 1 car, it must be a Ferrari. So that's the problem.
First thing I think of is higher insurance rates.
First thing I think of is that's a weird looking NASCAR.
Yeah. We probably should have used it in America, that's no problem.
There's some good sections of this valley where if you look off to the left, you'll see like switchbacks that have been carved into the side of the hill.
Look at all these chickens.
I'm already overtaken.
And that to our right is the volcano Tungurahua.
Oh, damn, look at that.
5,016 meters tall.
Can I get that in freedom units?
About 16 and a half, 17,000 feet.
As a tall boy.
What's that building in front of us? Something on the side. So that's a serious climb.
Yeah, if you pop up to about 1,000 feet above the valley floor, right about where I'm at, there's the town of Kotola off to our left, and that's like right on the side of that valley.
It's really on a cliff. Yeah.
Oh, there goes Pilot Jason. Jason has gone to space.
Pilot Jason.
Yeah.
Ground control to Pilot Jason.
He doesn't want to talk to you right now. He's busy. Oh, he's coming back down. Oh my god. Is that free plane, the Vertigo, or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's fast.
I could do like 300 knots almost.
In that tiny little thing?
Yep.
It's an LSA that somebody stuck a PT6 turbine engine into, so yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
That's beautiful.
Must be American.
Sounds French to me.
Well, it flies on a Saturday, so it can't be French.
Got him.
Got him. I'm really just taking advantage of the fact that Wasso isn't on to disparage the French.
Yeah, I was wondering where he was at. Does he typically not fly on Saturdays?
No, he flies. I think his son came in for the weekend, so family time.
Wow.
This-
What's more important, video games or your family? Come on now.
Right. This town that we're flying over right now is Bathrooms. That's the name of the town. Is Bathrooms.
Sorry? Bathrooms?
Yeah, it's literally
Baños.
it's Baños is the name.
Oh,
of the
okay,
town.
okay.
Which kind of makes me wonder. Maybe it's maybe they have a hot spring there, and they have bathhouses.
Yeah.
Would
Must
make
be.
sense close to a volcano.
Yeah, it'd be a great place for it. Plenty of hot water.
It's like a spa town. Or spa resort.
What do you guys think? You think they have a bathhouse down there?
Now, as we follow this valley down, we're gonna go
Ahead of
from.
us.
Well, we started up at Riobamba at about 11,000, 10,000 feet. I'm already down to about 6,000. By the time we get out of this valley and into the Amazon basin, we're going to be down to right about 1,000, a little under 1,000 feet. So it's a pretty steep climb down. And there's a road off to our left that literally goes on the side of the mountain. And coming up, you'll see some of these. It looks like snow on the ground. It's just washed out textures on the tile. The terrain tiles. I'm pretty sure probably cloud cover obscured it.
Will we land at the Sierra Mike or pass it?
We could do a touch and go at Sierra Mike.
Touch and go, it's your Mike.
And on my right, you'll see an area that definitely needs some TLC. Just a massive, ugly green blob. And another town here, Rio Verde, which has plenty of roads but no buildings.
That reminds me of when The Sim first came out, and They had the Washington Monument in the satellite texture next to the Washington Monument.
Yeah. They didn't they have the Washington Monument? It was like this narrow skyscraper looking thing.
Yeah, apparently they didn't do a manual pass on it, and the AI didn't know what it was. Of all places to not model, why they would skip
Right.
Washington, D.C., I have no idea.
Because they're French.
First priority, Eiffel Tower.
Was the Eiffel Tower fully modeled at launch?
It was, but you couldn't fly under it. It was a solid texture, or a solid whatever, a solid geometric shape.
An object, if you will.
An object, an object with no clipping that you can just crash into.
But you could go through the Arc de Triomphe in Alpha, I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in even narrower space you could go through an Alpha, but not the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but just like the bridges, some you can, others you don't.
There are some interesting roads here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some definitely some inclines on the roads that probably shouldn't exist.
That's, and the trucks are going a little bit too fast for my liking around those corners as well.
Well, they have to in order to. It's centrifugal force or
to get out.
Well, it's okay. Centripetal is when the object that's in motion is being pulled towards the center, and centrifugal force is when it's being pulled to the outside. So, I guess in order to get sucked into the wall, they have to speed up. So I guess that'd be centrifugal force. Here I am going back through high school physics with you guys.
No, we learned something.
Well, yes, but if you ask a theoretical physicist, centrifugal force doesn't actually exist.
Well, if you ask shoot, never mind. I had to come back for that, but lost.
Didn't work.
It's okay, I'm an engineer, I accept this as a simplification.
Man, that thing goes fast.
What goes fast?
Yeah, was it the VR Go, the
Oh yeah, the Vertigo.
the LSA one?
I was gonna say, I know you're not talking about our porters.
No, I'm in a Porter. I'm doing 110 knots. I think he was doing 300 plus.
It's fast.
Something like that.
Clock said he's sorry that he couldn't make it, but he's enjoying watching everyone on the stream.
Who's streaming?
Me?
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah, I stream every weekend.
Yeah, I tried to stream. I have streamed, but it's too slow. It's becoming a slideshow, so I'll have to upgrade my computer first.
I'll keep you covered in the meantime.
Sierra Mike is at 3,440 feet and will be landing on runway 12.
I'll be aware there's cars driving across the runway and on the runway at Sierra Mike.
It's that video you sent out yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, waiting for the mopeds to move out of the way before you could take off. Yeah.
I looked at the satellite imagery of that town, and the road actually goes behind the end of the runway. But I guess people once at the desire paths, where humans will go wherever is convenient.
Yeah, roads is a relative thing in Papua.
Yeah.
Jesus. Does your border constantly try to roll to the right?
Yes, but it must be.
Rudder
When I
trim.
look at the rudder trim, it shows that the aircraft is, the trim is to the right, but I don't think.
It goes way to the right for takeoff, and then apparently you're supposed to take it out after.
See the rudder here.
Rudder trim.
There we go.
It's actually aileron trim you need to set in order to get rid of the roll, which is on the hand switch on the joystick. And you have to be in lock mode for this to be able to use it.
How'd that do? Where's that airport? Up over yonder? Somewhere over there?
So is this a full stop or touch and go?
Make it a touch and go. But I'm just loitering around right now, waiting for everybody to finish their touch and go.
Yeah, that rudder trim seemed to do the trick. All right, we're doing a high pass touch and go. High speed.
You're basically just going to follow the river for a little ways and then get onto a course of 141 when the river turns to the east. And on 141, that should bring us pretty much straight in on SCPR.
High speed pass. This is gonna go horrible. There you go. Little touch. Nope. Not paying attention.
If you look back over to the mountains to our west, you'll see some of those washed out tiles I was talking about, where it looks like there's clouds painted onto the mountains.
I see what you mean, yeah.
And there goes that vertigo.
So after we leave SCPR, or when we're on the ground at SCPR, we recommend everybody make sure that crash damage is turned off, because there are some airfields that aren't technically in the sim, but are technically in the sim that we're going to try to land on.
I like it.
Sounds like crash. Sounds like fun.
The only way to make the porter feel fast is to fly really close to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The porter reminds me of something like they took a X Cub, made it jumbo size, and slapped a turbine on it instead of a.
Like it's a useful X Cup where you can put something inside. It can carry quite a lot, it seems.
That water looked a little sus. Mighty big waves inside of this river.
Yeah, it's a bumpy river. I'm running out of waypoints. Is there anything? Oh, there. SEPR is the next one.
Yep. Blocked into a course of about 140.
I should have done an update on my GTN 750 because it's not showing lines between the waypoints.
That's one of the reasons why I like to keep little nav map up on my tablet.
Yeah, you got a separate screen. I have to tap out.
Revisionary mode.
Has anyone confirmed if the porter can go inverted?
Well, with me it can't. But that might be me.
You tried it?
Yeah, once, but didn't finish it.
Gain some altitude here, see if we can go inverted.
I'll try. I'll need some altitude. Maybe I'll try it now.
Yeah, I'm climbing up now to try it, so maybe we can both do it.
You must be behind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be behind you.
Yeah, I can see you. Okay. So 3,500 feet.
$3,500 feet.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're dropping.
I went 3/4, but it doesn't want to go.
I'm gonna get a little higher and try it. Maybe 5,000 will be enough.
No, no. Oh, there we are. Oh, come on.
Alright, I'm going for it. Success. I had to use all the rudder.
But you made a barrel roll, or are you inverted?
Yeah, I did a barrel roll. It is kind of it's kind of a trash barrel roll because right when you get to that 3/4 point, the nose just wants to point straight at the ground. So you're gonna have to use the rudder. Be like, come on, we can go the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But it looks gross.
Well, I think I'll join formation with fake spam. Fellow porter.
SCPR, our next stop is at 2,100 feet. Landing runway 13.
Nice. Why are you rolling now? You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
My GPS is confused. It says the bearing is Nan.
Let's see, so we'll come up to the river in front of us and then take a right. There'll be that big split, which I think I'm looking at just over the
It also
compass.
says we're 4,600 miles away.
Oh, that's nothing. You'll get there in no time.
Looks like it might be. Can you see it from here? No. We cannot. It's alright, we'll find it when we get there.
If you look off to our left, there's an area that's an anomaly. It's got a bunch of snow, it looks like. Just another cloud-covered tile.
It looks natural.
So I think I'll take a quick opportunity here and just ask around. Anybody have any specific area, particular area that we've not been to that would be interesting to fly?
Maybe you could try Alaska. It's pretty popular, I think.
Alaska's last frontier.
Have to find something fairly unique for Alaska.
Yeah, there's too many people going there.
Have you been in the Idaho bush strips yet?
Yeah, we flew quite a bit actually through. Let's see, we had like a little hub in at Johnson Creek, and then a hub up in Idaho City.
Should be right here somewhere, I think. Based off of what the GPS is saying to me.
And I just about missed SCPO, so I'll have to circle around and line back up for an approach. It's kind of deceptive. It's right on the edge of a ridge line.
I'm almost on it and I can't see it.
Yeah, we'll get there. I ain't worried about it.
Going into overflow parking. That's what this area is for, right? If you've not already done so, I'd suggest go ahead and put crash damage off before you land here.
Where do you change that at?
In assistance menu.
Okay, thank you.
Someone forgot to cut down those trees at the end of the runway.
As usual.
I'll slow down a little bit. Someone's trying to form up, I think. Formation.
Behind where I'm parked, there's another 300 feet. Whoa, that was fast.
We can try and land information with Winnie.
Oh, am I behind you?
Yeah, you're just to my left wing, just behind my left wing. So I should be on your right front, 2 o'clock. On the same level, about 100 meters, maybe. Oh, are you gone?
Yeah, I don't see you.
1 o'clock.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I was looking over there, but your plane isn't showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try formation. I can't guarantee I'm not going to crash into you, though.
Well, I've got crash damage off. I think it's not possible with planes.
Well, I've had crash damage off, and this plane's still taking damage. Or at least it's yelling at me like it is.
Oh, my fuel was a little bit like 0. That doesn't help.
Check fuel.
Hey, it's to the right 6-pack.
I got 1 gallon left. That's no problem. Yeah. Oh, that was the last gallon. Okay.
We're slipping.
So who's the juggernaut?
Whoa.
Oh my god, what was that?
I don't know. It turned around when I was landing. Okay, there we are.
Suddenly you went full frisbee mode.
Yeah. Okay, where am I going?
I had a couple of instances flying the. I'm sorry, that was just hilarious. This building is a death trap over here.
Oh, did you just see me hit the building?
Yeah.
Bonjour.
But the PC6, I've had some fun doing some power off stall or power on stalls. Putting it in some flat spins and then recovering it. Doesn't quite spin as well as the Corsair, but it does a pretty good job of it. Now here's for the big challenge, getting out of this airstrip.
See a bit of a Mexican standoff here on both sides of the runway.
This is gonna be close. 50 knots over the trees.
Guessing you guys are using 3-1?
You can use either. I don't think the slope is too much. You have a little bit of extra room taking off from 13.
Oh, okay.
This building is going to be the death of me.
The Porter unloaded makes it out of there beautifully.
Alright, now hopping on to a course of about 144. We're going to go for about 13 miles to SETD. Tango Delta.
Your TAWS system is temporarily with you.
Did we get more flap settings for the 208? I don't know if that's an issue that's getting brought over from the PC6. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of flaps instead of the 0, 50, 100.
No, I didn't notice that.
No, I was in the caravan earlier and I didn't notice that.
Well, I'm flying the Caravan, but with the 208 mod for it from Flight MTO, it's only got the 2 settings.
Must be an issue that's getting brought over from the PC6 then, because I've got that mod as well. But the PC6 I know has, it's like a granular flap setting, almost like a hold to adjust.
On the real Caravan, you can set any intermediate setting, right?
Yeah, you should be able to. Like if you use your mouse to adjust your flap lever, you can set it wherever.
I wish there was like an analog button where it would just move down, up or down slowly, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we got some lightning.
How does live weather look? I've not swapped back over.
It's middle. Over to the right, there's a huge amount of rain and clouds, but over to the left, it looks pretty clear.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot for a little bit.
Scattered, maybe 4,000.
It's a lot better now than it was earlier in the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some stuff up ahead, but here it's good.
It's alright, we'll fly into some stuff.
So if that last runway was a bit of a challenge, this is going to be even more of a challenge. SCTD is 1,600 feet elevation. Runway length is 1,600 feet.
What the hell's wrong with this thing?
So we should have brought helicopters.
Well, helicopters would be good for this side of the mountains. I don't know how they'd do in the mountains.
What's the runway heading?
Runway heading is going to be 16.
This is the day that I choose the TBM.
Make sure your crash damage is off.
I'm doing hard mode.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Oh, geez, where's the strip? I'm flying right over it.
It's a little bit difficult to see.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
All I see is a bunch of grass.
Going around.
I think Chattier Monk just landed into it.
Through the trees.
It's not an airstrip, it's like a Teletubby landscape.
What is that?
Stop.
Yeah, I see it.
Stop. Alright, Alright, just a little bit of an excursion down to the river.
Sink rate.
Oh shit.
Nice skid.
And again.
Oh, easy peasy.
Just clipped a few trees, that's all.
Well,
So-
those needed clipping anyway.
Do you flip on reverse thrust and then go full throttle?
I tried full throttle, but it goes literally in reverse in the air. So I don't know what happened, but it went backwards, which was a little bit too much.
I've never gotten reverse thrust to work.
But that's just the porter, I guess. It worked before.
I always have to reach down in the cockpit. That was long.
So for the 208, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a notch basically halfway between takeoff and landing flaps.
Okay.
Parking brake set, full throttle, let my RPM and my torque peak, and then release the parking brake and pray to God I get to enough speed before the trees.
Sounds like a plan.
I usually put in a notch of flaps when I'm already at speed, just to reduce the drag on the roll.
Nailed it.
Well, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
I think I'm stuck.
Getting stuck in the house is the worst.
I have damaged my plane, so I'm gonna hop into a 208. This is fun.
Yeah, even if you have crash damage off, the house will stick you.
That was a close one. I think I picked up some leaves on my tires.
Yeah, same here. If everyone picks up a few leaves, those trees will be gone.
Positive rate, barely.
Now it's just like 4 miles down this little river valley to the not in the sim but in the sim stop. I'm gonna go ahead and line up and land on it and act as like a back course or
That porter's wild.
little bit
I
of a
can't land that
visual
thing.
aid, I guess.
It floats. Can't get the reverse thrust to work. No, what's going on? This is much more familiar. This
I think you
is.
still have a notch of flaps, Bingham.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still riding with notch flaps. That's the runway right there. I'm about to fly over it. Gonna run parallel with it, right down center line.
Oh, right below us.
It's not in the sim, but it's technically in the sim.
Are we going to land?
We'll give it a shot.
Okay then. Looks longer than the previous one at least.
It's got some quirks to it. There's trees that kind of bow out into the runway on the west side.
I've crashed on it, if that helps you.
A little lab map shows that as an 1836 runway.
It's got some decent length to it. I think a modder could probably take maybe 30 minutes or so, clean up some of the trees, and then release.
Even has a nice little parking area.
Yeah, there's some overflow area that you can skid in.
Oh, I see. I was looking at the wrong airport.
Just aim for me. There's plenty of room behind me.
Fuck.
Ah, this is the secret parking area, I see.
Something has gone wrong today.
Little nav map shows that this town is called Yamaran.
I don't think
But
this
they
is
most
actually
definitely have
reversing.
an
What is this
airstrip.
doing? That should be reversed, right?
See
Am I
if
crazy?
Google has answered. SEYX. Elevation 1,700 feet.
Seems on takeoff we're gonna have to make a left and then a right again.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a little unique little airfield right now. I think it'd be quite a bit of fun to fly into though once it gets touched up by a mod.
Indeed.
Try to get out of here.
Yeah, I can't get that reverse prop pitch thing to work. Your TAWS system is back online.
Roger that.
Don't sing.
Well, now we're on about a 30-mile leg from here on course of 198. We're gonna travel south, paralleling the mountains, and then pop back into them.
Oh, that's where you were. I landed in the wrong place. Of course, I managed to somehow kill my engine, so I didn't have much of a choice.
Being outrun by a PC-6.
Well, it is six-pack.
It's just called a head start. I know I will be overtaken. See, Russell is already faster than me.
On your six,
I-
Bingham. Oh my god.
I think there are only 2 PC6s left. The rest has converted to caravans, I think.
Yeah, I switched over too.
They couldn't take it any longer.
No, that's... I gotta fly more before I do a long trip like this, because I just end up floating down 75% of the runway, and then the prop pitch to slow me down is not going in the right position, and
Yeah.
What waypoint are you guys heading to right now?
20.
Okay, roger that, thanks.
At least I think it's 21 second.
It's 18, I think.
18, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that I had added a couple of points in there to give myself a lineup on that missing airfield we just landed on. This kind of reminds me of the mountains there on the north side of Papua New Guinea, right there by, well, between, what's that town? Vanimo? Yeah, Vanimo. Between Vanimo and Santani.
On the North Shore.
Yeah.
There are a few hills.
So Russell, I have to say in my my playthrough of the beta world for On Air so far, nothing really significant. I think they added some, well, not added, I guess, more reduced the payout on jobs and reduced the amount of planes available.
Is that literally all there is really that's different then?
Pretty much. They've done some different stuff with the UI, stuff like that, but for the most part. Another thing I don't like that they did was they've made the economy and the world harder to work in, but then they added AI to it.
What?
So
you just get a load of AI pilots to do it for you?
right, yeah.
Nah, doesn't sound great. The thing that did it for me was when they split the passengers into the different fares.
Yeah. Because you'll get the jobs are typically something like, 10 economy class or 8 first class, and trying to come up with some reasonable configuration for your aircraft for seats in order to meet the need of the job. I don't think it was a very wise decision to go that route with it.
Has there been much talk about the beta world in the Discord at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I make a habit of stopping in every once in a while and reading into the drama, because on-air Discord is definitely ripe for drama. You said next week you're thinking?
Yeah, hopefully I can get a few things sorted. It should be ready for initial testing probably a week Monday.
Nice.
Still a few bits I need to do on the actual web portal part, but you'd be able to book contracts and do like your dispatch and then fly the flight with the tracker and submit your pirate. But then there's a few bits I need to tweak on the actual website there. So hopefully the testing doesn't bring out a whole load of stuff I've got to fix.
Yeah, hopefully there's not a whole lot needing to be fixed. And anything needing to be fixed is relatively straightforward and simple to fix. In regard to our mission at Munbill, the pilot came back. They had a crew that went out to Munbill last week. I think the progress for the community building is still on course, and as soon as they have the roof and everything finished, I think Ryan's going to fly the solar panels out.
Sweet.
Good.
That'll be a really, really good video to watch on YouTube when he does that.
Yeah. And Patty Pilot, I think, is interested in doing some side-by-side comparison flights. Since we have the PC-6 and the Sim now, and he has a PC-6 that he flies, I think it'd be interesting to do some side-by-side shots and show off the detail in the PC-6 as well as the detail in the scenery.
You definitely don't want me doing that then with my landings.
Well, mine weren't that great either.
You usually end up going long, or do you bounce a lot? 'Cause that's what I do.
Yeah. The last 2 times I made a 360 in mid-air, so I don't know what's happening there.
Nice.
You've taken all the reverse thrust from my
Yeah.
aircraft and put it into yours.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I shouldn't be using it still in the air. You have to wait till you're on the ground.
Says who?
But,
The 360. The 360 said it. How do you have your keybind set up for it, if you don't mind me asking?
for the thrust reverse, I have a toggle button on the back of my throttle, which goes toggle for reverse. I think it's called toggle thrust reverse.
Okay, I think I have it bound to something incorrect, because you should be able to go backwards on the ground, essentially, if you're staff.
I think if I search Discord, there should be. I made a screenshot back in the day. Yeah, I'll post it in events chat, a link to the old message from me for the reverse thrust.
Well, hot diggity darn.
Toggle throttle reverse.
One of the Australian guys won it this time. By the way, not sure if y'all noticed in the event announcement on the forums, we're starting up basically doing this trip twice. So we'll have the Invitational run 2 times a day or 2 times a week. The first being this one here at 1900 UTC, about 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern. Was it about 7, 8 o'clock for you guys over in West Europe? But we're going to be doing one for the people in Australia and New Zealand, because this time isn't really good for them because it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be doing one at 0400 UTC, technically Sunday, but for people in the US, I think it'll be about 10, 11 o'clock at night. So you can, if you're a night owl, you could probably make it to both. But I don't know, just a little bit of news that we're going to try to expand a little bit on the invitationals and offer the chance to people who otherwise wouldn't.
And One Talk is taking the lead on that one.
Yeah, One Talk's going to be the host for it for the time being, unless he gets tired of it or doesn't want to do it anymore.
And One Talk, I'm now realizing, is that pigeon for Want to Talk?
I think is talk not language?
Yeah, One Talk, like want to talk. Talk Pigeon, that's it.
I think his name is alluding to like one language for Papua New Guinea. One Talk. Because I think one, WAN, is one, and then 2 TU Tree, TREE.
Yeah, people. Yeah, one language. People who speak the same language.
It's an
It's in the
interesting
it's
little
in the
valley with
dictionary.
the interesting valley with these little rain clouds popping up. If you got live weather on.
Scattered clouds getting a bit misty.
On live weather, have you got thunderstorms?
Yeah, there's some lightning in it.
Yep.
Seem to be every time there's a lot of cloud, there's a thunderstorm still.
Yeah, I've taken off from like Mount Hagen or Morro on several occasions, and there'd be one cloud, and then a lightning bolt comes out of it. I would hate to be that person that got struck by that lightning bolt. One cloud in the sky, and it has it out for you.
Just waiting there for you.
It's not that there's a storm, it's that you've somehow angered Zeus.
Yeah. He's gathered all the moisture in the sky to one point in order to strike you with a single bolt of lightning.
But you always notice this because it's clear weather, and then there's a big bang, and you look around for where are the clouds, and then there's this one little cloud. Oh, that's
right.
it. Yeah.
Runway 31, elevation 1,000, 10 feet. It's a little bit obscured. It's right next to the river.
Okay.
Are you talking about SCSU, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I managed to get somehow way ahead of you all guys. I'm here already, and I don't know why.
I'm on final.
Well, that Vertigo just did a hard touch and go.
Yeah, I saw that.
This airfield also has plenty of overflow parking. If you're coming in on 30, was it 33? You can bank off to the right at the end of the runway, and there's like a little hill you can roll up. That Vertigo is screaming by. That is insane.
You taking off 3-1 as well?
I'm taking off 15.
Okay.
So if you're coming in, I mistakenly called it 3-1. It's 3-3. If you're coming in 3-3, coast all the way down to the end of the runway. If you need extra room to slow down, hang a right. It goes uphill a little bit. That bird on the nose of the PC-6 is interesting.
Okay. Doesn't sound too positive.
No, it really it looks great. It's just it's kind of funny in a way.
I'll make the other version too.
Oh no! I'm gonna be flying that one. Don't you touch.
Yeah, I'm flying Big Bird.
That's his nickname. If you're gonna
It's
do a
the little
one-off of
Big
it,
Bird.
then paint it yellow and put Big Bird's face on it.
So the throttle reverse toggle button worked. I had it on propeller thrust reverse.
Oh, propeller thrust reverse, yeah, but I think it's the normal thrust, not the.
Yeah, the throttle reverse worked. So I changed it from that link you sent me, and it's working now. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
All right, let's see pilot Jason's landing. For a plane that can go that fast, it's kind of surprising how easily it can land.
Yeah, he's just a generic Bonanza for me. What's that SVGR?
Savage gravel.
Gotcha.
It's like a bonanza scraping its tail on the ground.
It's got worms.
Ew.
It's looking for a nice carpet.
That was a mighty radical approach, Saren.
That's a bit of a special land.
Yeah, I was a bit fast, so I had to slow down a bit.
You can slow down real quick if you dig your right wing directly to the ground.
Yep.
Stops on a dot.
Problem is the left side of the plane might not slow down.
I'll worry about that later.
Now from this airport, we're going to fly to the south and then slowly make our way west, following a valley up to our final destination, which is SEPC. And I'll throw the numbers out now, and I'll also throw them out when we approach the end of the trip. 1781 feet is the elevation for the runway. Runway we'll be landing on is runway 02. There's plenty of room. It's like a 5,000 foot long runway, so. Try to get the hell out of here now.
Jeez, that Virgo going off like a rocket ship.
He's already 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet.
Not so much Virgo, more like Virgin Galactic.
Yeah.
spoken on my screen. Your gear is still down.
Bingham, your gear is also still down.
Oh, thank you. I like to know that they're still there. Wazo cracks me up, man. He's always posting stuff in random channels that have no reason to have it added to it. Like taking a picture of a pie and posting it in the live streams channel.
I just sent him a link to the live stream. I guess he's showing it to his son. Wait, what? Little live stream channel? Oh. I didn't know we had a live stream channel.
Yeah, we have a live stream channel. It's more like a dead stream channel, but it's there.
No, it's not.
What? Not dead or not there?
Not dead.
Schrodinger's stream channel.
It's got a pie and it's got one live stream in it.
As we pass waypoint 24, we'll be passing over the town of Santiago. And then from there, we'll start to enter into the valley that cuts through the mountains up to our final destination, which is the town of Patuca.
Do you know what's funnier than 24?
25.
Dropping a little knowledge check on you.
A knowledge check?
Yeah, since you're an old man, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Probably sound like just a very enthusiastic 17-year-old. Oh, by the way, speaking of 17-year-old and humor and stuff, we're passing over the town of Chi-Chi's.
Yeah, Chi-Chi's.
What are you, like 17?
When it comes to Chi-Chi's, kinda.
Mentally 17.
Yeah.
I don't have any choice about growing old, but I don't have to grow up.
Exactly.
Damn straight, yeah.
I mean, six-pack's only 22.
Oh.
Excuse me.
It's just the Dutch in him that makes him sound like he's an old man.
This river is non-Newtonian.
It likes to stick to the sides a little bit.
What is going on? That is funky.
Alright, goodbye. Jason's coming up on your 6.
Alright, river race.
You know what? A river race in the Vertigos would be extremely fun.
Firewall TBM.
Looks like we might be getting back into some IMC conditions out here with live weather.
Yeah, I just turned back to scattered.
I also say ATM machine, just so you're aware.
The river is banked for speed.
This river flows at an average of 60 to 75 knots.
Wow.
Just slams into the side. That's the reason it can hold its shape up on the sides like that.
Oh, dicey.
Now, speaking about a weird little river formation, where I'm at currently passing through, if you look off to my left, there is a bank with water that's actually standing up on top of the hill. The water's not connected to the river, it's just floating up there.
Nice.
Where do you think the river gets its water from?
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
This part of the river seems a little dry up here, Bingham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Wow, that is freaky.
I think it has something to do with being this close to the equator, guys.
Yeah, could be.
The water doesn't know which way to spiral down into the terrain.
Ah yes, the snow-capped peaks of Ecuador.
Yeah.
You're seeing snow?
No, that's just clouds.
Oh, okay.
They do have them, though. Up in the Andes.
Yeah,
certain
right.
times of the year. See, Wacky knows what's up. This is a good little valley run right here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it looks like you have your gear down.
Oh, damn.
Or is
no
that...
wonder I'm going so slow.
I'm assuming your TAWs would just be freaking out in this situation.
Yeah.
Don't sink.
Could be.
Terrain.
Could be a multiplayer glitch.
The gear?
Well, when you look at it on another person. I mean, if you look down and your gear handle's down, well, that's on you, but...
Well, I see the PC6s as TBMs with their gear down.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's close enough, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, I just flew into some IMC here.
Just stay low enough to the ground, you'll know where you're going.
There you go.
A6.
Yep, still there.
You got any plans for the Kodiak? Anything special that you want to put on that one?
Not yet. We can make it yellow. Big bird.
I like that idea.
Well, and it's I do like the pumpkin ID from Winnie.
Thanks. I can make another one for it if it comes out in October.
Yeah, if it's before the end of October, I think is Halloween.
Yeah, it should be October 31st.
Any news on when the Twin Otter's coming?
Never.
No.
Oh.
Promises made, promises not kept.
Shocked, I tell you.
It's the Reno air races in Ecuador.
Exactly, that's what this is right here. We're going 160 knots through a narrow valley in a caravan. What could go wrong?
Yeah, the river going like a water ride in a theme park.
The water was entered into the race. But the water was disqualified because the water was already at the end of the race when the race started. So,
Sounds like a you problem, not the water's fault.
well, maybe the water needs to slow its roll just a little bit. Can't be simultaneously at the start and finish line.
Better be careful what you say about its listening. It'll start going 100 knots through the valley.
Surprised I've not had a whole bunch of wind yet. I know it's coming up.
Why would you say that?
Oh, you jinxed it.
I'm surprised we haven't crashed yet.
Yeah.
Now you're just gunning for it.
Hey, if we're gonna throw in wind, I'm gonna throw in crashes. God damn.
I think I'm probably exceeding the G limit on the caravan in some of these turns.
Oh yeah.
Your wings are gonna keep flying on the route, and the fuselage is gonna go directly into the mount.
Exactly.
I think I've seen that render error.
Which one?
Where just the fuselage renders out and
Oh,
the
yeah.
plane gets left behind.
It's not an error, that's a feature.
Nice. Wanted to make the plane faster, so I got rid of the dead weight, like the wings and the fuselage. And
Technically, you don't need wings if you're going fast enough.
there you go.
Got
And-
it, man.
Now
Man,
we-
T-posing, going 150 knots across the ground.
Now we have a crossover to Kerbal Space Program.
There we go.
I'm being overtaken by a savage gravel in my PC6. It's a bad sign.
Oh,
that is
wow.
a very bad sign.
That's a new low.
I mean, that's a great plane, but it is kind of slow.
I'm doing max 120, 122.
Heck, I can pop that in a 172.
I'm at 227 right now. With the other TBM.
Oh yeah, that I can do that too. Fake spam is just pressing Y and then. I was thinking, how the hell did he keep up?
The TBN confused me. You got like a Honda Odyssey shifter for a throttle.
Yeah.
Can you adjust your mixture and everything on it, or is that just not an option?
I think it's auto everything, right?
Yeah, I think it follows the same logic of.
Oh,
the
geez, there's the
2DM.
airport.
Yeah, it just pops out right here.
Also,
Going
here's your win.
Five knots from the west.
Overhead brake.
Yes, I know, 500, Jesus.
Gear up for water landing. Ooh, there's a bounce in front of me. So you hit that toggle button and then what, full throttle and it goes reverse?
Yep.
Yeah, so your normal throttle becomes the reverse thrust throttle for reverse.
Nice.
Yeah, it just reverses the axis. You can set any setting.
It takes 1-2 seconds for it to really kick in. It has to, yeah, takes time for it to reverse.
And you said it was throttle reverse, not prop reverse.
Yeah, it's called throttle, but like in the PC6, it should reverse the prop, so it's a little bit weird.
Welcome to Pachuca, Ecuador. This is our final spot of the trip. Hopefully it wasn't too horrible. And you guys will come back for another one.
We got a double rainbow for the end.
Yeah, it was a great flight. Thanks, Bingham. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good flight, thanks.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks. Great.
Yep, a lot of fun. Cheers,
And
guys.
if anybody has a suggestion for next weekend, feel free to pop it in chat somewhere.
That's the ground, Jason.
He's flying inverted into the ground.
Excellent. thanks for planning the event.
Absolutely. I'll catch you all next time, hopefully.
See ya.
See ya.
Cheers.
Thanks.